Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Bilco. This is their part number RPBG-01. This is a corner mounting kit. Well, this is part of it, a piece of machined aluminum, and we'll go through the visual tour of all the items in the package when you buy this. And then we'll talk about what it's for. I'd say overall width, even though it's going to mount on the corner of your unit. Well, let's do it this way, which would be more appropriate. Overall width looks like it's about 7.5 or so. The width of this corner bracket about 1.5 inches. Its thickness about 3/8. Down from here to the end about 3 inch. And this is just really provided to give you an idea of, does this match what you have? And it's going to come with these 2 articulating arms, and this client needed to purchase a replacement corner mounting kit because one of these cast aluminum items broke, is what happened. It cracked. Well, we'll look at the photograph of what the client was replacing. This overall length, about 4 7/8. Overall height, or width I should say, about 2.5. Its thickness about 3/4. And then over here, it's about 1.25 inches. And again, there are 2 of these pieces. Then there's a whole mess of bolts. Hex cap screws, nylon lock nuts, flanged or washer type nuts are included, 2 different size washers, and some acorn nuts as well. Okay, so all these fasteners are included, and what we'll do is we'll switch to the screen view and we'll take a look at all the supporting information. We'll also look at why the client needed to replace his, and we'll show exactly through the installation instructions as well as that image exactly where it's used. Let's do that now. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now let's get back to it. First, let's take a look at what the client sent us in terms of what they were replacing. Here it is. You can see that it cracked right at a mounting bolt area. It sure looks like it's been bent. It's hard to know exactly what's wrong. I would say, not bent, forgive me. It looks like it's moved out of place from down below of where it at one time was. Or actually, that must be the part of the bill guard that rotates. We'll get a better look, I should say, when we look at the instructions, but clearly one of the brackets mounts to the perimeter of the bill guard itself. This bracket is going to bring stability to the sidewall of the unit. And then you've got to have, obviously, the ability for the opening part of the bill guard system, the gate or the door aspect, needs to rotate. So how that would break, well, it's cast aluminum, so it's fairly brittle, but I would imagine someone really needed it in a time of near emergency and pulled on it really hard would be my guess. I don't know the exact reason. Let's take a look at some photographs that we have. So installation instructions are included, and we're going to go over those here. They're linked to down below this video. We'll just touch on them briefly. The yoke part that goes to the sidewall of the roof hatch. Your 2 cast bracket hinge components are here. Well, there's everything. Your 2 brackets, the mess of bolts, showing what would likely be the center-facing portion of the hinge bracket. Okay, let's look at those installation instructions. And these instructions will be for the entire the entire hatch railing system. And yeah, so we can see here that my theory was not exactly accurate. You're going to have one of these at the outside of each. You've got your latch. That's called a gator latch, I believe it's called. This hinge we don't currently have on the site, but we will likely by the time you're seeing this video. So that is your corner mounting bracket kit right there. And as a result of this, you can probably, by process of elimination, determine what bolts need to go where. This is, again, for the entire Bilco 2.0 roof hatch railing system. And just focusing on the figures where it shows the corner mounting bracket, yeah, you can see you're going to, take your bolt, your washer, your flanged hex nut, install that in 4 locations, drill and install. You've got your 2 clamps, they call them, with the long hex bolt, lock nut, a couple of washers. Obviously, an instance where you have a wider than 3 foot, or pardon me, wider than 54 inch or wider, you'll have a configuration like this. We'll have to find out what the part number is for this assembly. Squeezing it or clamping it down together over the post is mentioned here. Drilling a hole through the post is required. That apparently is where it broke on the client's image. That bolt that went through the unit. Makes sense because it did look like that post got severely moved out of position. Someone likely reached up and grabbed it or fell into it, that kind of thing. Hopefully it did its job, and the only damage was it breaking. So the instructions, we're not going to demonstrate installing one of these. I don't have a roof hatch here, but you'll, at least through this video, pointed in that direction of what we are looking at. Okay. So those are linked to down below. You've got all the images of the material that's here. Now, in our site, below this video is a link here to the manufacturer's page. And when you click on that, you can pull up not only all of the Bilco products we sell by means of this horizontal navigation as seen here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to several encyclopedic documents that are here, support documents, and then the product catalog that's here as well. Bilco 2.0 is referred to multiple times, and here it is. This would be the cut sheet. Safety products. There you go. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. So the purpose of this video is to really just give you a visual tour of it and point out all of the supporting documentation that exists. We're obviously not contractors. We're not roofing contractors. We're distributors. So we're not up on the roof replacing this material. However, should I need to do it, I'm pretty sure that my first attempt would be completely successful, especially now that I know what it all looks like and I can compare this against what's in the field, because it doesn't necessarily mean that what is out there is easy to identify. Bilco does a good job putting their name on their roof hatches, so it's a logical leap that, well, something attached to it or around it might be Bilco as well, so that gives you an idea of where to initially begin searching. But this video will hopefully get us over the finish line, allowing you to say, that's exactly what I need. Any questions on the Bilco? This is their part number. RPBG-01, replacement corner mount BG2. And I'm going to guess that the double unit is an 02, would be my guess. If there's any questions on this or any other Bilco item, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.